Welcome to 2016 question B3. So the image on the right shows a sculpture located in Carsey in County Kerry, which celebrates the seafaring adventures of St. Brendan the Navigator. Plan and elevation of the model of part of the sculpture are shown in figure B3A. B3A. Okay, so here's our plan and elevation. In the plan, curves BCD and BAD are arcs of radius 90. So BCD and BAD, they're arcs radius 90, and we can see that in the question. The model is generated by initially revolving profile ABC. So we've got ABC here, or ABC here, and we've also actually got this 3D view showing us ABC. So it's rotated about axis AC. So AC, point view of AC here, and that's our AC. So it's rotated all the way around. Okay, that profile, that kind of like fin profile. The structure is then completed by removing the top portion EFGH. So EFGH, that's removed as shown in the elevation. So it's cut away, and we can see here in the 3D view as well. So they're telling us that. So that's been cut away. So draw the given elevation. So they want us to draw this elevation, which is straightforward enough. Our scale is 1:1, so we can take our measurements as they are. We've got the distance up to the center of our circle, or of our circular profile, showing where B, the path of B as it moves around. Okay, so B traveling around the outside there. So should be able to draw most of that with no real issues. So let's get going with it. Just to make sure we fit this on the page, let's check the measurements, the height of it. So we've got 115 plus the radius, which will be half of that, 75. So we're looking at 190 of height. So we're going to have to come down a little bit more than that. We'll have to come down one up over 200 there, just to make sure it fits on the page. So let's draw the center line and measure up here to find the center, which is up 115. So that's AC. And the radius is 75. Okay, so that's the profile that it follows. Just drawing that across. So that is B. So that's edge view of that profile ACB. And what I want to find now is our points E, F, and G. G and E, we can see there, are directly up 40, and they're center of that arc. Or that, we don't know the radius of it, but we know the center there is vertically up 40. So let's up here are 40 mil. And across that finds us E, G. Set my compass to that radius. Okay, let's look at that. I'm just going to go over the outline of my outside profile, a little bit heavier also. Okay, finally, there, we've got our legs L1 and L2. They're coming from A and they're in line with the outside of the structure, so just drop down from B. So our legs, we don't know exactly where they finish in here, but we have where they start, so I'll go there. Okay, so that's the elevation completed. Okay, draw the arcs B, C, D and B, A, D. Okay, so let's find the center line here first of all between B and D. That's going to be B and B. Now we need to find the center of these arcs. Okay, I know the distance from B here to this arc. Okay, because it's radius 90. That's radius 90. So that's going to be 90 away. So I'm going to get my compass, I'll set it to 90. And from B, still fits. That's my center there, and actually swing down and find the center flat. So now I can draw BCD, so B, C to D. Okay, there's the light for now, and also B, A, D. So B, C, here's A. Okay, so I've got those arcs drawn in now also. Center off the screen. Okay. Now, using vertical sections or any other method, draw the inner curve in plan. So we've got this internal freehand curve running along here, okay? Whereas ABC or BAD's that arc, and then it turns into a kind of lighter arc just down the bottom part and up the top as well. So they're giving us a clue by saying we can use vertical sections or any other method, so I suppose you could use horizontal sections also. So we are going to use vertical sections because they've suggested using it. Now if I took a vertical section of this, let's see, if I took a vertical section along here somewhere, okay, what that would do, because the profile ABC, that's rotating around. Okay, so if I take a vertical section, that's finding like a point on that is rotating around in a circular profile. Okay, so what I can do is I can take points along here and rotate rotate them onto that profile to find them then in plan. So let's do that. I'm going to pick, we need at least 3 points, so I'll go 1 out here, 2, 3, and we're also going to need that profile there too. So I'm going to rotate this point up onto the profile, okay, because that's just representing that follows a path all the way around. Okay, and I can actually rotate it over there, but I'll do that through axial symmetry just so it's a bit more symmetrical. So that's being rotated up. That is being rotated up. Now this profile needs to be rotated down onto, or that point needs to be rotated down onto the profile. And E is going to be in line with, in line with B, which is fine. Yeah, and the other important point then is our turning point here. Rotating up onto there, because that represents the most extreme point as it turns. Okay, so once we get those done, and project them down onto the profile. So that point, rotate up down onto the profile, like so. This. Okay, so they're the corresponding points on the profile. Now they've been rotated through this vertical section, so essentially the vertical section appears as a vertical edge here. So we're showing that vertical edge, which in elevation is a circular profile. So start with this point, let's bring it across. I'm actually going to project that further across because I'll need that later. You'll see that in a while. Now project it down. It's plugged there. Actually be able to find it up here also. Vertical section. Project it down. Okay, and then we've got vertical section. Vertical section. That's the point brought down onto it. And finally, we've got our turning point, which we brought down. I'll bring that across. Down, across. So these are all points on our curve. Okay, and we've got E also. E brought down, G brought down. Okay. I'm just going to use axial symmetry to find those corresponding points on the opposite side. Okay, so there are the arcs BAD, vertical sections to find draw the inner curve and draw the plane as shown. We just have to actually just go heavy on that outer arc. So we have completed all of that, looking good. Now we're on to the last part of this question, where we are being asked to what the sculpture is supported on 8 legs as shown in the image. So we've got 8 legs. L1 and L2 represent 2 of the legs. Okay, so L1 and L2 we've drawn them partially. Actually need to locate them in the plan now. And draw the plan and elevation of the 2 legs, showing the construction necessary to locate the penetration points. So we're trying to find exactly where they actually hit the underside there of our boat. So let's first of all find those legs in plan. So now they're in line with A. Okay, so we've got L1, L2, and L2. So we're trying to find where exactly they're hitting the underside here of our boat and find that point then in plan. So in order to do that, we need to find the true length of those legs. So just to explain what we're going to have to do here. At the minute what we're looking at is a cone, okay? It's like a cone on its side. So if you imagine, here's our XY line, okay? Here's a cone, okay, and this is the elevation of that cone. Okay, so that's our elevation of the cone. Okay, so it's a cone kind of on its, sitting on its edge. Okay, so what we want to find is we want to find the true length of one of those sides. So what we're going to do is what we've been given, just to show you, is here's one of our legs. That's our leg L1. Okay, so here's the projection then of that in elevation. So that's L1. So we want to find the true length of that leg L1 first of all. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to rotate it in elevation. So we'll rotate it up until it hits a horizontal point, and then we'll bring it down, and then we'll find that thing. That'll be the true length of it, okay? Because it's like the extreme generator of that cone. Okay, so that's our first step. So let's do that first of all to find the true length. So we have our L1, so let's rotate that up. Okay, so this is like a partial projection of the cone. Right? That's just a section of the cone. It's being rotated up. Project that down now. Okay, so there now is the true length from here to here. Okay, that is the true length line of L1. Okay, right, as a generator, it's the true length of that generator. So going back to our object here, we can see where it is intersecting the boat. Okay, we're seeing exactly where it intersects the boat there. So that's like taking a point here. Hopefully this is clear on our sketch. So we found a point here, okay, where it intersects. So we're going to project that across onto our L1. Okay, it's almost like we've got a rotate there down onto it. So that's what we're going to do in elevation. Okay, so okay, so we have the exact point there where it is intersecting. So we can project that across onto our line L1 and actually across to L2 also. And there. So that is the exact point of intersection. So I can project that up to my elevation also, and then I'll draw my lines in heavy. So up there. And there. So L1 and L2. Heavy lines there. And where was it? To here also. And then in plan, it's going to be heavy until we reach the boat, and then hidden detail lines then, as it's on the underside of the boat. Okay, so that's how we find the intersection points there. Okay, so using a cone. Hopefully that sketch helps you to kind of follow along. So that's our last bit, isn't it? Just double check we've got everything. Draw the plan and elevation. Yeah, plan and elevation both done. Showing the construction, right, which is our cone construction. So that's 2016 question B3 completed there.